Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, it's your host, Nux. So, before I made this video, I made one of those cool little quiz things on Twitter that I try to listen to because really, I'm doing this stuff sort of for you. So if you want to get part of that action, feel free to follow me there, link in the description, and if it's not there, please remind me I forgot. Well, the quiz came out with very interesting results. I was considering doing an honest description on all the Naruto arcs, sarcastic trailers, one per arc, or just screw all that because you want other stuff. Surprisingly enough, my votes were 33%, 33%, and 33%. So, I decided I'm gonna do the one I wanted to do most. Here's an honest description for all the arcs in Naruto. Of course, first I'm gonna have to describe the arc like a normal human being, so if you did not watch the show, you know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Oh, an advanced warning, Narutards, you will be triggered. You have been warned. Starting off with the Zabuza arc, an arc that introduced you to the main cast of characters that you will grow up with for the next 15 years. With episode 4, The Bell Test, still be one of my favorite opening episodes to a shonen ever. The Zabuza arc is when Naruto and the gang first become ninja, and they're on a mission that turns out to be an extremely difficult mission to protect a bridge builder guy who is sorta wanted by the mafia. The story follows their epic battles against opponents that are far too powerful for their skill level. But, if it was honest. Welcome to Konoha, a village that clearly doesn't do research into the missions they accept for their personnel, either getting the ninjas' janitorial duties, or throwing the most emotionally unstable ninja noobs into the fire, which instead of death results in somehow unlocking all of their secret OP abilities cause, plot armor. The Chunin exams, part 1. The Chunin exams are where the genin, rookie ninjas, get to try to become Chunin, barely respected level ninjas. So this exam is taken by pretty much all of the main ninja villages at the same time, and this year it happens to be in the Lee village, and you get to see pretty much everyone of their age group fight and what they do, who their rivals are and stuff. The first part of the exam is a written test, which of course throws everyone and their incredible strategies figuring out to pass this test with incredibly difficult questions and a 10th final trick question that basically, if you take it, you pass, but they'll think they fail if they get it wrong or whatever. Makes it an incredibly interesting test, and one of my favorite written exams I've seen in an anime. But if I was completely honest, a written test created with such genius, it even tried to fool the viewers into thinking that hanging up mirrors, using jutsus on others, or making a freaking puppet to join the Eagle Eye sentries who all know each other is a stealthy way to cheat, or just to fool us further that was all pointless because of the last question. Anyway, the Chunin exam part 2. Part 2 takes place in the Forest of Death. Everyone needs to get 2 scrolls and get to the center of the forest. The Heaven Scroll and the Earth Scroll. Every team starts with 1 scroll and no one knows which scroll any other team of 3 has. So they have to go fight them and capture the other scroll, get to the center within 3 days. A pretty awesome test and a pretty awesome battlefield where you can finally see what every ninja in their age group can actually do. But if I was totally honest, in the Forest of Death, where the outnumbering Leaf Genin inexplicably didn't make an alliance, Konoha created a genius stage to the exam to kill off the next generation of every other village and allow an unknown, possibly psychotic, brand new sound village to infiltrate with their leader, unknown.
Spoilers, it's evil intermittent main bad guy number 1.
The Chunin exam preliminary. Since, of course, this year is one of the strongest crops of Genin the Ninja World has seen in recent years, there were way more than expected to pass the Forest of Death. So, there had to be a little preliminary exam that was stuffed in there, sort of one-on-one battles to knock off half of them, so that the final tournament isn't this long convoluted thing, but just, try to get it down to, I guess, 10 men, or whatever. Until here we saw what they could do as teams. Now we finally get to see their abilities put to the test one-on-one in an awesome tournament. But, if I was totally honest, like every shonen tournament arc, this year's crop of noobs is the best ever. So to whittle them down, they enter a tournament to finally reveal their epic powers. Here are our victors. The injured guy who couldn't use ninjutsu, who I guess fought a total wuss. The guy who fought a self-destructing one-trick show. The girl that didn't move. Her brother that didn't move. His brother that didn't move. That kinda should've lost anyway, because they wasted freaking Lee, and then Lee didn't do anything for the rest of the series. Biggest letdown ever. Anyway, the guy who touched a fat guy. The guy who fought a weaker clone, gift style. The guy with a strategy that if you rewatch makes no sense. And the badass protagonist who had the amazing plan to accidentally, literally, fart on his opponent's face. Best tournament ever. The next mini arc of the Chunin exams is the Jiraiya training arc. Between the second, or preliminary in this case, and third exam, they had a month off to tweak tweak their skills now that they kind of know exactly who is going to be in the finals. So everyone's in their own personal training, and they get to improve as much as they possibly can in 1 month before the epic battle begins. Naruto finds one of the Sannin, the 3 strongest leaf ninja, to train him, and this guy is a total badass. But if it was totally honest, while Kakashi shows his unjust favoritism towards Sasuke, Naruto finds a random pervy old guy, who's coincidentally the most powerful living leaf ninja and a role model for all children, that actually agrees to teach the little brat an epic jutsu for the entire month that won't actually help him in the exam, and also tries to kill him along the way. That's somehow a 10-year-old Boruto nailed in episode 4 of Next Generations.
Yeah, really hyping this guy, aren't we? Anyway.
Orochimaru's attack. Orochimaru's attack arc really takes place in the 3rd round of the Chunin exams, because in the tournament, it was orchestrated by Orochimaru, an incredibly bad guy. Yeah, main bad guy won, because there will be another dozen main bad guys coming up. But Orochimaru orchestrated a brilliant plan to sort of invade the leaf village from the inside by taking over the sand village, getting into an epic brawl with the 3rd Hokage. It's a flawless plan. But if it was honest, during the brilliantly planned invasion that revealed the pointlessness of the whole Sound Village, and the obliviosity of the Sand Village not noticing a novice transformation jutsu for months take over their freaking leader, our heroes pulled a fairy tale and turned the black-hearted evil villains into allies, after an apology, of course. And of course, the apology was accepted. The Search for Tsunade arc. So the Search for Tsunade takes place after the spoilers death of the 3rd Hokage in the last arc, which was an incredibly moving moment, and there needs to be a new leader to lead the village forward. Tsunade is also one of the Sannin, an epic warrior who has gone missing for a little while, so they must track her down and find her. Meanwhile, the actual main bad guys, sort of, the Akatsuki, rear their head, showing us how frightening this organization, whose motives are unknown, can be. We're just getting started. But, if I was honest, we're not even close to getting started. After the loss of the great leader, the Leaf Elders decided to appoint an old perverted hermit. When he refused, they decided candidate 2, who happened to be an old drunk gambler. You see, now we know why America ended up between Hillary and Trump. They had elders like these guys. Anyway, the old drunk gambler, who Naruto, needless to say, immediately picks a fight with. That's right, they picked the leader that gets into heated arguments with a possibly Down syndrome 12-year-old kid who just managed to learn his 2nd and final jutsu, how to pop balloons. The Sasuke recovery arc. So the last canon arc of Naruto, the Sasuke recovery arc, is when Sasuke, the rival of Naruto, who was in a state of depression after being destroyed by his brother, someone who's been chasing for years, has been kidnapped by the Sound Ninja 4 elite ninja working for Orochimaru that are all more powerful than the average Jonin ninja. It's up to Naruto and a hastily assembled group of allies to track them down, find them, and bring Sasuke back in one piece. It's epic from start to finish. Yeah, if it was honest, it's not so epic from start to finish. It's a haphazard team that is assembled to rescue the emo one that was kidnapped, air quotes, by his own free will. It ends up 6 one-on-one battles against Orochimaru's best henchmen that are all beaten by 12-year-old noobs, except the one that really mattered. That one actually won. That one was also a 12-year-old noob. Goes to show where the powers lie in this show, eh? Anyway, the next arc is the filler hell. So this isn't really an arc. I'm sort of comprising the whole end of Naruto, showing Naruto's missions as he lives on, always constantly searching for Sasuke, however, not really getting closer. It's 85 episodes of epic journeys and developing the cast further, so you feel like you know them much better. But if I was completely honest, it's 85 episodes of pointless filler hell that literally everyone should skip if they're watching Naruto. I mean, if they don't skip it, sucks for them. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. And, of course, Naruto Shippuden is totally a possibility, but that is only, of course, if I see that, you like this one at all. If you did like this one, feel free to leave a like, a comment, and a subscribble, so you know when Naruto Shippuden comes out. I also, if you enjoy these things, of course, would love to do on One Piece arcs or Bleach arcs or whatever, because I have a lot of fun making these, and I hope you have almost as much fun watching them. Ladies and gentlemen, have a most wonderful evening, and I'll see you next time.